What's up? Good morning. Kind of early here for me, but I got my coffee and we have some new Purge items. So get my sip of my wonderful brew there and let's get going. Let's get through these. I'm going to start right here with this Twosun right here. This is a TS204. Yep, this is number 220. It's in M390 steel. It's carbon fiber with G10, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer, M390 steel. And this is one of my favorite Twosuns. That's why I have so many of these, why they're purging. Wonderful action, excellent ergonomics. I mean, this is just old school pocket knife goodness right here. I really like this Twosun. Yep, stunner. And I'm asking the incredibly high price of $60. Yep, M390, carbon fiber, G10, lots of titanium. Oh, did I mention the liners are titanium in this? Yeah. It's a titanium knife with carbon fiber G10 overlay. Wonderful snappy action, excellent ergonomics, all for $60. What a way to start the purge, man. I thought that was a great price for a really good knife. Next, got a cold steel air light. Yeah, got the triad lock on it. And this air light is thin. Ooh, it's comfortable in hand. It's got this wonderful triad lock. Look at that slow roll. Drop it onto the finger and it'll thumb flick. Drop it onto the finger right there, and then you can one hand operate this knife. It's got a great spidey flick. That triad lock. I mean, some of the strongest lock in a folder. I don't know that you can do better. I mean, they're just stunning. Like they hang like 500 or 600 pounds off of these. It's got G10 scales, AUS 10 steel. These are made in Taiwan. This thing is razor sharp. Good semi-deep carry pocket clip. Just the slightest amount of knife showing out of the pocket. Yeah, wonderful. And as the name goes, it's a light piece. Yeah. The slow roll on these is just, man, there's just nothing better. Oh, just clicks in, man. Once that locks in, great ergonomics. The jimping, combat jimping. Cold steel knows how to put jimping on a knife. Like if you're going to put it in there, why smooth it off, right? Wonderful piece. And so this, I'm asking the incredibly high price of $40. Yeah, another great piece for low price. Next, we got a Civivi. How about a Sokoke? Yeah, it's got this wonderful linen micarta. This is soft stuff. I mean, you can see it. Like looking at that, you know how that feels. Feels like an old pair of those OD green fatigues, man. Ooh, is that soft and wonderful. It's got a thumb flick. Yep. It's got a spidey flick. Yep. And then this one's got a front flipper. Wonderful ergonomics. This is a Ray Laconico design. And it shows, like you can tell. Deep carry, recessed pocket clip. Screws are recessed, pocket clips recessed. Nice little liner lock here. Great action. Super snappy. Really comfortable in hand. Yeah. And 14C 28N steel. How about it? Yeah, what an awesome, cool piece this is. And I'm asking a whopping $60 for it. Yeah. Next on my list, we're going to pop up and do another Twosun. This is not the knife. This is mine. I'll be keeping this one. But this is a TS 466 D2 steel, fixed blade. It's got Micarta scale. It's got a little red, I'm guessing that's probably G10 liner on the inside there. Kind of neat little feature. Really comfortable in hand. It does afford a full 4-finger grip. Wonderful little fixed blade. Kyvex sheet. Super locked in. No wiggle in there. Very cool. But the one I have is brand new in the package. Yep, never been opened. Yep, exactly this knife, but brand new in the package. And so we will be selling that 466 in D2 steel for $35. Yep, I'm going to get rid of this one. You don't get that one. Because that one's mine. Next, we're going to come down. Got an SRM knife here. This is a 9008. Stonewash blade, stonewash stainless handles. It's got this lockout for the lock portion, so you can't unlock it. It kind of makes it like a fixed knife, I guess. Wonderful action on this. Thumb flick. It's got a spidey flick. Back flipper. Yeah, locks up tight as a drum. Wonderful jimping on the spine. Excellent ergonomics. Really confident grip. Man, this is a really cool piece. And it's such a budget knife. Honestly, I struggled. This was one I struggled. I think I'm going to keep that. I think I'll purge it. I think I'm going to keep it. And it has missed a couple of purges just because I've been struggling letting it go. But I'm going to let it go. It's in 12C27 steel, stainless steel liners, the stonewash on all of it, and I'm asking $35 for it. Yep, pretty cool. Really nice piece. Next, we got a Sencut. This is a Sencut Citius. Really lightweight. It's got a spidey flick, thumb flick, and it's got this back flipper that is snappy. Ooh, crazy little pokey. What a stinger of a knife. Deep carry pocket clip. It's got recessed screws. The pocket clip itself is not recessed, but goes in pocket really well. Got G10 scales. Yeah, this thing's a nice little pocket knife. And I would say 100%, for me, it qualifies as a little backup self-defense. I mean, that is a lot of blade for penetration. Yeah, it will change somebody's disposition quickly and easily. It's got literally a needle for a blade. G10, 9CR, 18 MOV steel. I'm asking $35 for it. 35 simoleons. Next, got a Tigend knife. This is a SK1502. Titanium scales. It's got a top flipper, front flipper. It's a front flipper and I believe a top flipper. Let's try it. Yep. And it's got a thumb stud. Oop, come on. There it is. That can be spidey flicked. Yeah. And it is in VG10 steel, stonewashed, anodized titanium. It's got a ceramic ball in the pocket clip. The pocket clip itself is recessed. It's got a couple of crown screws, cap screws. Neat little 3-finger knife. It is a small executive knife. It's real, like the last one, it's got a real needle for a blade, right? See it? Yeah, pretty cool little. I mean, it's a nice little pocket knife. You can kind of choke up on this one. It's not made for any heavy work. It's just a nice little, what did they call these back? Like a pen knife. But it'd probably be appropriate to call this one not a pen knife, but a pin knife. It's more like a pin, right? Tigend SK1502 titanium BG10 steel, $40. Yep. Lots of awesomeness for $40 on that one. Next, we're going to pop up to the top here. Have a QSP Copperhead G10 scales and 14C 28-inch steel. that's black washed on the top. It's got black wash along this grind here. And then, of course, the blade is tall grind, flat grind. It's got wonderful action. Look at that drop shot action on this piece. Thumb flick, spidey flick, and then just drop shut. Centered blade. What's that pocket clip look like? It's not quite deep carry, but a lot of tension on it. Yeah. Look at this thing. Wonderful ergonomics. Great in the hand. Got some jimping on the spine. Yeah, look at this thing. Super sharp. QSP Copperhead G-10 14C28N. I'm asking $50 for that QSP. Next, got a Pyrite. Man, they make a lot of these different things now. CJRB Pyrite. Aluminum scales. AR RPM 9 steel. Super light. I mean, this thing, 2 ounces, maybe. Button lock. Look at the button lock on this thing. Smooth as they come. Thumb flick, spidey flick. This thing's got a fuller. You can get it on both sides. The action is just superb. You can't choke up on these. It's got some milling in the aluminum. Provides some grip to it. And they know how to do this button lock. I'm telling you, it's right. There's nothing missing here. It swings wonderfully, and it provides a good detent for these other openings. You know, they snap out. Excellent ergonomics. It's got that buoy blade on it. Really cool. And it's got like a satin polish on this blade. They really went to lengths to polish that thing up. Just, I mean, what a look on that. Deep carry pocket clip, recessed screws. The clip itself is not recessed, but the screws are. Yeah, wonderful. So light. I mean, this may not even weigh 2 ounces. I'm not even sure. Aluminum scale, AR RPM 9 steel. I'm asking $40 for this piece. Next to last, we've got a Kershaw. This is a Kershaw Cryo 2. It's assisted knife, but it's one-handed. Can thumb flick it. Super snappy. You can spidey flick it. Super snappy. A little tight on the spidey flick. You got to want it. And then the back flip is just, I mean, it's a natural. Whoop. Thing rockets out there. Ergonomics. So the ergonomics, I've been using this word, I say it's Hinderesque. Well, this one definitely is Hinderesque. It's a Hinderer design Kershaw, which is obvious once you see it. Full 4-finger grip. It's got jimping on the bottom of the scales, jimping on the top of the scale. Very comfortable in hand. And it definitely is Hinderesque, no doubt. I mean, yeah, very confident grip. Comfortable in hand. I mean, this thing hollow ground, titanium coated. What's that steel? The steel on it is HCR 13, and then it's got a titanium coating on it. There's a coating on this steel on the handle as well that gives it, I don't know, like a flat, chalky kind of semi-feel, so it's grippy. Nice frame lock. It's tuned up so that it's easy to deploy. It's not stiff. Easy to snap that out of there. And I'm asking $40 for it. This is a 1556 Ti, a Cryo 2. Yep, Hinderer design. Very cool. I mean, not all of us can spend $500 on a Hinderer knife. Thank goodness he collaborated with some other companies, so we've got some other options. So last but not least, we've got another SRM knife here. This is a SRM 7411 TZ. Smaller little executive knife, back flipper only, very snappy, drop shut action, takes a few shakes, really light blade, titanium scales. It's got mostly a deep carry recessed pocket clip with recessed screws, very nice in and out of the pocket, frame lock, cool action. Nice little executive knife, 3 finger. Can kind of get the 4th finger on it, but I'd more rather call it a 3 finger knife. Yep, it's got dual tips. This is definitely a tip. You can get that down and cut with it. And then, of course, it's got a needle of a tip there. Super sharp, thin blade stock. This thing is sharp as a razor blade. Yep, wonderful. And so I am asking that. Oh, by the way, it's got the titanium scales, 154 cm steel. There it is. Yeah, pretty cool piece, and I'm asking $50 for it. So in the bottom of the description down below, it'll mention that if you're interested in any of these, reach out to me at the channel email address. It's the only way I respond to these. If you make comments or whatever, I don't respond to any of that. Only if you email me. And the first email in on this piece is going to be the one that's considered. If you're second or third, you'll be considered only if the people that responded first above you don't make the purchase, which happens. I mean, it happens frequently. People reach out, say, hey, I want to buy that. I'm interested. I send them the details. And then they go, oh, I'm going to have to pass it this time. It happens. And so when that happens, if it happens, I'll drop to the next one. You should be 18 to purchase any of these, that kind of thing. I take Venmo. I can take PayPal, but I'd rather take Venmo. But if you're interested, reach out. We'll figure out all that payment stuff. I do accept donations for shipping. I've been saying $7, but I've been able to secure some shipping. So most of the U.S., if you'll donate $5, I think that gets this to you in about 4 days. If you don't donate shipping, that's okay. I'm still going to ship it to you. I think that's about it. In that email down below, there's some Purge items that haven't moved yet. Some of them are double posted on eBay as well. So, hey, I appreciate you watching. Happy hunting, and get you one of these.